Steve Lacy sucks.
That new album I don't like Frank Ocean. His music is overplayed.
I miss old Frank Ocean.
I miss old Frank.
Welcome to another episode of The Scratch, the Wildcat Post podcast. We're your hosts, Matthew Gilliard
and Destyni Love.
And today we have our first guest,
Maritza. Hey guys. We robbed her of her daily duties
to come join us and record.
Yeah. So she could join us and record about a very, very important topic, I would say. Very important. Very pressing.
Today we're talking about stan culture.
Stan culture.
Especially with music.
Yes. Especially between you little music fans, you little nerds.
So you're an Ariana Grande fan.
And we know about
and a heavy one at that.
Very known. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be disliked by the general public?
Disliked? I wouldn't say disliked. That's in the past, okay?
In the
yeah.
In the past. What's in the past? What do you What do you get up
What
to?
is it like? It's great.
Do you ever get into like heated debates online with people about?
I'm not a messy person.
You're not like the.
I don't get online just to
Kanye.
like disturb people.
I don't know how much about him that we can talk because we're supposed to keep it nice and PG. But Kanye fans will defend him
say Nicki
for
Minaj.
life.
Yeah.
No matter what he says.
He made graduation. No, we can't. We can't. Guys, you can't disrespect Kanye. He's the greatest rapper of our time.
And it doesn't matter what that man does. They're just going
to. It doesn't matter. On. It's just like, okay, but he made this. Awesome. Don't care. Ooh, I won't bring him up. We'll just stick with Kanye.
But I think everybody does that for their fandoms.
Yeah, that's
like
the...
you got... Yeah.
Yes.
You have someone that's really crazy.
Kanye. What's another one? Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki fans. We know.
What about Chris Brown?
Is that... Do they still exist?
Yes. They do.
You would be shocked the amount of people, especially on TikTok, that I have seen literally like defending that man with their lives.
Yeah.
And it makes absolutely no sense. And it kind of, I feel like the reason why people are so like adamant about like defending these people that they don't know is because of a little silly thing we like to call parasocial relationships.
Oh yeah.
You know, when people think they know a person through a screen and then they're like, no, my favorite creator and influencer would never do this. I know them. You know the influencer version of them. You do not know that person. Because
people, they don't want to like have their personal life out there.
No.
You know? They're going to build up a personality, keep themselves safe.
Yeah.
Because some crazy people,
they're nuts and they're crazy.
Like to show up to your house.
They'll show up to your house, knock on your door. I'm your biggest fan, let me in. Hey, you cannot do that. You can't do that. I think Mr. Tyler, the Creator, had someone break into his home.
That's insane, dude.
At some point, which is very spooky. That happens you would be surprised how often that happens. With like
people
artists,
people
just show up, like artists, actors.
Yeah.
I think a really good example of people having such a crazy obsession to like the extremes, a good kind of like media example of that is Swarm.
I love Swarm.
I have not watched it, but I know what it's about. Like I've seen clips, I've seen spoilers, I know what it's about. But that's, even though it is the tiniest bit exaggerated, that is probably like the biggest example of how far that some, like the lengths that people will go to show their appreciation, their dedication, and defend like these celebrities that they care about so much.
Okay, so for those who haven't seen it, Swarm is about like Maritza. Have you seen Swarm?
No.
Okay, it's about a crazy girl whose sister dies while listening to. Well, they don't say Beyonce, but it's very clearly Beyonce. And on Twitter, everyone's making fun of her because she's like, well, why would you do that? That's so tragic. And so the main character goes on a killing spree, finding people on Twitter and like stalking them down and taking them down just for her love of Beyonce.
Oh.
I don't remember what her name is in the show because they don't say Beyonce. We know it's Beyonce. I think even in like the beginning of the show, they're like all like references to real life people are not coincidental. We are talking about the people that you think we're talking about.
But they know what they do. That's why it's called Swarm, which is like the hive.
The beehive. Like it. Like I said, it's over dramatized a little bit, but people are genuinely crazy about the people that the celebrities that they like on going back to Twitter, very horrible place where people will go through lengths to go arguing with each other, like going back and forth about the dumbest things. Our sweet guest being an Ariana Grande fan.
We're gonna keep bringing that up.
We're gonna keep bringing that up. That's why you're here. You being an Ariana Grande fan, like, you're on the internet. You know that people don't like her.
I've never seen this.
Some people don't like her. I've seen it.
Do people actually not like Ariana Grande?
Yes.
For what?
Well, not because of her music, but also because, like, what she's done in the past.
What she's done in the past and what she has done in, like, the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what you know her nerdy boyfriend that's a that was,
Which one?
The one, SpongeBob?
See, that's a problem.
Ethan Slater.
Yeah. How do you know his name?
Because,
yeah.
Stop. No. Hey.
Don't get me started. Stop.
No.
Yeah. No.
Because we bully you. But
not just you, but like I have family
jokingly
who bullies me about being a fan of her. Family.
I think
it's because they're tired of buying you gifts.
Yeah, they're sick of giving you those Ariana Grande vinyls.
I'm gonna ask for more. Thanks.
Don't you have a job?
Yeah.
You can
But if it's a gift, it's free, right?
You have a job. You can pay
if it's a gift, it's free.
I want this for Christmas. You are 18.
See, I put Ariana Grande perfume on my Christmas list this year.
You want her under the tree?
Yeah.
Do you?
No, not her
Santa.
under the tree. But I got another perfume for Christmas.
Another perfume.
It was the same one too. But did I complain? No.
At what point does that become overconsumption? Never?
If you use them, have you ran out before?
Yeah. I own maybe 2 extra Thank You Next perfumes in my closet.
I don't judge.
See, I think artists, they know that they have fans that will go out there and just buy anything they put their name on. And that's why
they'll just slap an initial on it. Oh, $50,000.
See, no.
We're going to get it. $110,000. We're going to put Taylor Swift's. Oh my God. Taylor Swift. Another female artist that a lot of people highly dislike. For a good reason, I would like to say. For a very good reason. I feel like people don't like Ariana Grande for maybe more petty reasons than
it's more of her life outside of the music that they don't like. It's not specifically
But then there are people who it's more so the people who just genuinely dislike pop music, which
probably.
I mean, yeah, but like who cares? Pop is good. Pop is fine. Pop is okay, but like
some pop.
It's not a good reason.
I don't get it to hate pop music. I don't know what they think pop music is, but it's literally just music that's popular. Like, it's sort of a genre.
That's what it is.
But, because there's some music that will probably never be popular.
No, that's what it is.
But there's a reason it takes from other genres, as they say.
People hate pop music because they don't want to be mainstream. They hate music and they hate the mainstream. I don't listen to mainstream music like Tyler Creator and like and Taylor Swift. I listen to like more underground stuff like Paramore.
All right, bro.
That's what people say. I don't listen to Ariana Grande. I listen to like Deftones. You know, nobody's really heard of that.
Which isn't even like underground for real.
No, that's
They might not have as many listeners, but it's not like we don't know what that is.
People's like, I want to be it's like they're having a war, like the most unique off. That's what they're trying to have. I have the most niche interest in the most niche music taste than you will ever have. I hate pop music.
And then when the artist that they like gets popular and they make more music, all of a sudden, Steve Lacy sucks.
That new album I don't like Frank Ocean. His music is overplayed.
I miss old Frank Ocean.
I miss old Frank. I hate my song got TikTokified. You saw that?
What?
Like, what did you see?
Like the Frank Ocean stuff.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
Oh, people are actually.
People are still mad he didn't show up at Coachella.
Oh,
or like he was taking.
What did they think he was gonna do?
Those are fake rumors, and we knew it wasn't gonna happen.
We knew he was not gonna show up to Coachella. Y'all have to stop believing everything you see on the internet, please.
Frank is coming. We promise. Even though he wasn't on the list.
He was never on the list. Did you think he was just going to show up for fun?
Surprise announcement.
Well, that and like, what was it, 2 years ago where he was struggling on stage?
Yeah.
At Coachella, and people were like, were they booing at him?
Didn't he leave? Yeah, they weren't booing at him. They were, I don't know, something was going on. And he just left.
On social media, they were just like being rude to him.
Social media is like that, though.
Yeah.
They're just haters. They'll nitpick.
You know, people in these fandoms and these stans is what they call themselves on Twitter, Twitter, you know, which I like to call a cult.
Yeah.
That's what I call them. I used to be a big fan of K-pop. You all know it. We know. Mm-hmm. Y'all know. Right. We know what K-pop is. I used to be a big fan of K-pop, and I would get in... I personally wouldn't get into arguments online. However, I did slightly instigate arguments between different K-pop fandoms online. One of the biggest ones was BTS and One Direction.
That's
that
so specific.
Yes, it was very specific. I'm sure a lot of people, maybe even like some people watching this or whatever, may know what I'm talking about. But there was a very big point in time where ARMYs, which is what BTS fans are called.
Because every fandom needs a name.
Yes, and all K-pop artists, you know, they have their fandom names. Yeah,
because they're a cult.
They're a cult. It's a cult. Don't join it. And One Directioners, I think that's what they're called. They were like literally butting heads. This went on from 2019 to like mid 2020, 2021 on Twitter, on TikTok. People were, if I'm being so honest, I don't know why it started. It was so stupid and petty.
I didn't even know One Direction was like, are they still making music?
No, that's the thing. You know what it was? It was people saying like, it was BTS fans. It was ARMY saying, BTS is better than One Direction. Like they're better than your faves. They have not made music since 2014. I think that's when they disbanded. That's when One Direction just stopped being One Direction. Harry Styles. They said, I wanna make my own music. I wanna go solo. I wanna wear a dress. I wanna be a ballerina. I wanna be a pretty girl.
Oh, okay. So
I want to be myself, and they all went on to make their own music. And Zayn Malik makes better music than Harry Styles.
Really?
Yes. I like Harry Styles' music, but I digress. The point is, petty arguments get started for like literally no reason when it comes to music and like these like K-pop stans, One Directioners, Taylor Swift, whatever. It gets to a point where it's like, do you have a life?
You know what's a good example? Kendrick versus Drake.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. That was literally a couple of months ago.
Yes. And it was, everybody had to have a side, and it really wasn't matter. You were Kendrick.
Everybody was Kendrick. You can't, and if you said you were Team Drake, you were a liar, and you just wanted to be different.
Exactly.
A liar and disgusting.
A liar, disgusting, and you want it to be different. That's all it was. But everybody was Kendrick.
I like Drake though, but that's the thing. I agree with that. It's like they weren't really comparable artists. Kendrick is a Class A rapper.
Yes.
And Drake is a pop artist who raps.
And who was also in Degrassi. There's Drake, there's Kendrick, and then there's Drake.
There's so much more to Kendrick than there is to Drake.
There's so much more Kendrick.
Music-wise.
But that's what makes him different.
That's what makes him different.
You don't play Kendrick in the club like that. You listen to the album.
You listen to the album. You listen to Money Trees. You listen to every single one of his albums. You bump his music and you listen. You internalize those lyrics. You listen to Drake. You listen to Drake. You listen.
You do a little dance beat.
You do a little dance. You're like, ooh, passion.
You listen to Drake and all you can think of is his disgusting voice. Why does he sound like that?
No.
I think he sounds a mess. I've never liked Drake's voice.
It's just, there's like
Canadian activities.
Like a little squeeze to his voice. I'm just like,
it's because he's Canadian. We're Canadian phobic. We can't.
Gotta do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's Canadian.
We're gonna hang an American flag right
there. Is he
there.
also half white too?
America. Yes.
He's also half white.
Yes. Did you think he was? What did you think Drake was?
Tell me. I never thought about it.
I never thought about it. So everybody's thought about what Bruno Mars was, but Drake, he's there.
No, we haven't. We looked at Bruno Mars and we went
black. We know what you are.
Something's different about this.
So what are you? Some kind of Italian, Hispanic? What are you? What, you black?
He could classify as Puerto Rican, I'm not gonna lie.
He's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I thought he was Puerto Rican.
Isn't Obama Hawaiian? And they were getting on him about that?
Who?
Obama,
yes, he was born in Hawaii. Yeah, but he's black, and they're like, he's not even we're not going to talk about that. We're getting off topic. But Drake and Kendrick is objectively better, argue with the wall, in the terms of lyricism and his, like, the way he uses imagery and, like, his poetry in his song. Because music is poetry. Shout out Miss Tate. Music is poetry. And
Kendrick tells stories.
Kendrick tells stories. He tells history through his songs, and his music videos and his performances on stage. The Super Bowl is a really great example.
Ooh. Right. Listen.
Drake has none of that.
Hear me out.
Yes.
I don't think Kendrick was for the Super Bowl. I wouldn't have chosen him.
Super Bowl?
Good as his Super Bowl performance was the 5th time watching it, the first time watching it, this wasn't like the party hit I was looking for. It, you know, I needed something like it. You can't have something be deep the first time.
Right.
If I had to do research to figure out all the little hidden details out,
I understood it.
That would be, That's not what the Super Bowl is. The Super Bowl is 10 minutes to wow me.
Right. I think maybe I do kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I do feel like it was kind of needed, especially given the climate and the person that was there. It definitely needed to be seen. It needed to be, what did he say? Televised. The revolution is about to be televised.
I will say,
you put the right time, but the wrong guy.
There's people out there, like with Matt staying there. I was watching Super Bowl in my living room. My Hispanic parents were like, what is he even saying?
I do understand that, like, people definitely would not get it the first time. And even if you did understand it afterwards, it's like some people are still going to be like, okay, who cares? It's not that important.
It's just like a moment. And it was like a moment. Oh. Well, that's why, like, when SZA came out, it was so cool because SZA was not doing any of that. She came out and she just did, like, a regular concert performance. And by regular, I mean regular because that mic was off. Like the dancing is good,
like she was dancing and she was singing. Girl, she was lip syncing.
It was a little too perfect.
She wasn't singing those notes that great. She was lip syncing. We all know she was. Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Well, sometimes. No, I don't think she was. We watched it in my English class. She was singing.
She's lip syncing in her concert right now.
Okay, well, yeah, that's her concert.
It's okay to lip sync if you perform in a different way.
Right.
If you're doing some heavy dancing, that's fine.
She wasn't doing nothing.
Because then it's about the dance. But it's not even just like
if you're
lip syncing. It would be like this isn't even a live recording. No. It would just be like the studio version played again. And that's not interesting.
And we know that. We can tell. We're not stupid.
You can cheat if it's interesting.
You can cheat if it's interesting, but like if we can tell.
If it's just gonna be bland, there's no
point. Hey, that sounds like the exact song that I hear when it's playing on the radio. What's going on? You don't sound like that in real life.
Yeah.
Something's happening. But just in terms of performance and likability and go ahead.
And I also bring the point why I like Ariana Grande. Like she has the vocals to be able to sing without autotune. That's why. Okay, that's my thing. People are like, oh, Ariana Grande, like I said, petty reasons. They dislike her for petty reasons. They're like, oh, Ariana Grande's not even that talented. Girl, Ariana Grande, let's be for real, bro. Act,
she does that.
She can sing. Ariana Grande is very talented, very well-rounded. She is that
What do they call it? A triple threat?
A triple threat, girl.
If the audience has not seen her documentary on Netflix, you can... What else? Girl was moving on stage with... I don't know how many inches those heels were, but girl was moving and singing. Like, you cannot tell me otherwise.
This was peak Ariana Grande, like 2017, 2016.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of these new artists can't do that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They're not even a single threat. It's really sad.
They're just there. They sing. Gracie
Abrams. They sing, but they can do the other things.
That one girl, Ice Spice. Like, these, if y'all want to talk about any female artist or any artist in general being, like, almost Michael Jackson level, Ariana Grande
is a lot
closer than half of your favorite artists ever will be. And I think, again, tying back to like people in these fandoms who think that they are just better than everybody else outside of it because they have a talented. It's like you say that and people's arguments aren't arguments. It's just nuh-uh. That's all. That's their argument. Their argument. Hey, this artist is objectively, mind you, it's not opinion based all the time.
It's fact.
Fact.
Every time they say
it. Like somebody can be a decent writer, but their writing is still objectively bad, and that's okay. It's not an opinion. It's just pure straight fact. Ariana Grande is a better artist than half of the people that you think are talented that people like. And they don't want to admit that.
That's what I was saying with Ice Spice.
Yes.
She's not writing the songs, so how are the songs badly written?
Miss Poopy?
If you
Miss Poopy?
If you were writing these songs all by yourselves and it was bad, I'd be like, oh, that's tragic. She can't write. But if you're going to pay someone to do it and it's still not good,
bad?
I don't get what you're doing
You're not
wrong.
getting your money's worth. The only song that I like that she probably still didn't even write is that song that she had with that British rapper. What's his name? Central C. If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse.
Because all of her features are always better than her. She gets outdone every time.
That's the worst. Okay. A K-pop group that we all know and love. Blackpink. Very famous K-pop girl group. Their features, their regular songs, their older songs, fine, perfect, really good, love it. As If It's Your Last, very good. But the rest of their songs have sucked. The only songs that are at least semi-decent or actually really good are the songs that they have made with other people. Same with Ice Spice. Miss Ice Spice. Like we just said, like her features, fire, amazing, good songs. Miss Ice Spicy.
I'll give you an example. The Pink Panther song.
Pink Panther was good.
Yes. Pink
Which
Panther
one was that?
Her up.
Which song was that? That was
A Boy's a Liar Part 2.
That Boy's a Liar. Like
that's a good song.
That's a good song,
Yeah.
and Ice Spice just so happened to be in it. That's it.
See, and the thing is, that's a good song, but that's Pink Panther's song featured.
Yeah, I was about to say
Spice.
that's her own song.
So
and
Ice Spice gets the one feature, and her flow is the same as it is in every other song.
But it's
just with the Pink Panther beat.
Like I feel like Ice Spice is better whenever she's featured in other songs. That are actually
Yeah,
good.
like if it's her own song, it's not good. But if it's somebody like her and Central C, her and Pink Panther I swear she's had like other, I don't know.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, the one with the Barbie movie.
Barbie.
That
and
one, I could jam to that one.
That was a good song. I can get
because
into
I'm
that.
almost positive they got some nice writers for that movie to help them.
Exactly. They got some
maybe
nice
Nicki
writers.
wrote her verse.
She's
Nicki
bad like a Barbie.
You can also look it up, like the credits on it.
Ice Spice baby movie.
Like cookie keyboard.
Ice Spice. Like, I don't know. It's just so. I wouldn't say like artists are like watered down, but like people accept just about anybody these days, even if it's like mediocre, especially when it comes to like rappers, not even just pop music.
If they can get that good 30 seconds for TikTok, they did it.
Remember when everybody hated her with her first song, Munch?
Because at first, Ice Spice was a meme.
At first, people were like, oh my god, Ice Spice. And then she got famous. And it's like, wait,
wig.
what happened? Hey, now she has a wig. What's up?
I mean,
that's not a wig. I mean, that's her real hair. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like she got famous for the wrong reasons. It wasn't the right one.
They got her. At first, people were like, oh, don't make her famous just because she's light-skinned, thick, and pretty. And now she's famous because she's light-skinned, thick, and pretty.
Real.
Y'all, you people, stay off Twitter. Stay off the internet. Find some real artists. Like,
didn't they say something about her BBL being taken out or something? was that something that was put on the internet?
When they were talking about her concert, and they were like, "What happened to Ice Spice's BBL?
I remember that. Yes.
Where's her BBL?
Her butt disappeared. On the next day.
Like flattened out.
She just got skinny, guys. Hey, she lost weight. That's okay.
Ozempic on Max.
Ozempic.
Turn that thing up.
Girl, and Lizzo.
No.
What? That's what they were saying. I'm not saying she was on Ozempic.
They always make fun of artists because there were other artists that used to be like a larger size, and they would be known for being like, oh, see, big people can make music too.
What is your problem?
Slow down. Then they would get famous and they would start losing weight, and people would be upset. It's like you would never win.
Oh yeah, because when Lizzo started losing weight, first of all, the whole running gag with Lizzo is, oh, she's fat.
Right.
But then she started losing weight, and people are like, no,
she's skinny.
how dare she lose weight? Now I don't have any fat person to look up. Be the fat person you look up to. I don't know.
I think the conclusion is humans just can't be happy about anything.
No, nobody can accept anything. Nobody can accept opinions. Nobody in these music spaces can accept that people like things that are different. I could say, oh, I don't like. This isn't true. This is just hypothetical. Right. I could go on the internet and say, I don't really like this Tyler the Creator song. Oh, so you hate Tyler the Creator and you want him to die? It's like that. It's like that meme. That meme on Twitter where it's like, I don't really like pancakes, so you hate, or I like pancakes, so you hate waffles. Nobody said that. You're just.
But you did though. When you said the first thing, everything is attached.
Everything is attached.
Automatically.
I am going to take every word that you said out of context.
Such that.
And then I'm going to stretch it out. And then I'm gonna cancel you, and I'm gonna make you look like the bad person. And that's how fandom wars get started. That's how these stan fights, stan culture. I'm sorry. Please cut that out. Please cut that. Okay, please cut that out.
That's gonna be the new intro. We're gonna put that in there.
Just for this episode, I will take that.
I have to go, by the way.
Okay.
So I think we should stop close.
Okay, let's have some closing statements. Hold on. Do not get into arguments with people online, okay? Especially not about music. If you like music, live your truth. Music is meant to be shared. It's like it's meant to bring people together. It's meant to make people, like it's supposed to make us happy. People just want to share their craft. They want to share what they love.
And when you don't get a job because you told someone off themselves online.
And when they find your tweet from 2014 when you called someone a slur because they said, I don't like One Direction. 2020, knocking on your door. You called somebody this? Hey, what's that? What's this about? Remember, digital footprint. It exists. I'm Destyni Love.
I'm Matthew Gilliard.
And I'm Maritza.
Thank you for watching The Scratch. We'll see you next week.
Signing off.